Cement manufacturer Savannah Limited has signed a 45 billion shillings deal with Chinese company Sinoma International Engineering to construct a clinker and cement plant in Kitui County, a move that will make Savannah one of the three largest cement farms in Eastern Central Africa. The deal was signed by directors of the two entities at the Savannah headquarters in Nairobi, led by Chairperson Benson Netta and their Chinese counterparts in Beijing. Savannah has committed to complete its clinker manufacturing component in 2 years and the cement aspect in a period of months. Ndeta said the project involves the building of the plant with a capacity to process 8,000 tons of clinker per day, together with a 2,400-ton cement grinding plant, a 35 megawatt captive power plant, 13 megawatt waste heat recovery system, and associated infrastructure and amenities. The development will drastically relieve the cement market, the burden brought about by importation of clinker, and considerably align itself to the government's stated policy on industrialization. Savannah's four main competitors, Bamburi, East African Portland Cement, Mombasa Cement, and National Cement, have their own clinker plants, and several of them are planning to expand capacities. The country has an installed cement grinding capacity of 15 million, which needs to be matched close to 10 million tons of clinker capacity, but has a deficit of 3.5 million tons at the moment, which are imported from Middle Eastern countries. Therefore, the Savannah Cement deal is seen as a progressive integration undertaking aimed at saving the country 15 billion shillings annually in foreign exchange used to import clinker, especially so given that global clinker prices have more than doubled since the eruption of COVID-19 pandemic, making imports for cement production largely unviable for producers without local production capacities. Reporting for the Informer, Catherine Chalo.
So the idea of the government of having boarding schools abolished to Kenya National Union of Teachers is most welcome, because we must make education affordable to every other parent. So our take is just as proposed by the government. So even as the government pronounces abolishing of secondary schools, I'm very sure that it is not a one-off thing. It will have to be very gradual and accommodative to the existing boarding schools, so that there's no wastage at all. Yes, definitely it goes without saying that additional responsibility calls for additional remuneration. What else do I want to explain about it? It is loud and clear. In fact, it is explained and clear as yesterday. that I add you responsibility, I augment your salary or remuneration. That is the position. So we cannot just expect head to do this donkey work without being looked into in terms of remuneration. You actually see the causes of mental health and why people go into suicide. It is justified with the doctor who was there, and if you listen to him carefully, we could understand why teachers go about suicide.